Hey guys, Jodom Reels back with another video, with another Sconsin region Fakemon video. Today I'm just going to be covering fake Pokemon I made. This isn't everything I made. I made a lot. My most recent video had my regional forms, and right before that I showed you guys the starters. This time I will show you some Fakemon I designed, and then including the regional bird, regional bug. So, let's get into it. First up, Shellion, mixed between Shell and Cyan, because based on the American Robin egg, because as you know, they're famous for having their blue eggs. And that leaf is helpful for the evolution Robbringer, Robin, and Harbinger, which it's said that robins in real life, American robins, are harbingers of spring. So that works out. I feel like the design really worked out for these guys, and turned out really well. And yeah, then for a regional bug, Apisolca, mixed between Apis, which is the scientific name for honeybee, which is Wisconsin's state insect, and polka, because polka is Wisconsin's state dance. I tried combining classical clothing and even the pollen right there. It works. Bug normal type, flying grass type. Yeah, I feel like that this one turned out really well. All three of these turned out really well. Next up is Snapturtle, mixed between snapping, and turtle, and I guess hurt. It's a water type. It's based on, it's a snapping turtle, and then when it evolves, it becomes Turtorrent, a water dragon type. It stands up. This line was, I didn't have that much inspiration for it. All I was inspired by was the snapping turtles. Anyway, next we have Midnote, mixed between minute, which means tiny, and note, because it's a tiny sheet of paper, normal type. And it's got two different evolutions. Type Uno, typewriter, normal and steel type, filling in the unused type combo, by the way. Because Wisconsin is home to the very first typewriter ever. So, yeah. And then the other line is Pencilina, mixed between pencil and galena, which is Wisconsin's state mineral, which is used often in lead, like in pencils. This is that whole family. Then, this is kind of an obvious one for anyone who knows Wisconsin. Beer, a poison type. It's literally beer. That's all this guy is. And then he evolves into Bedrunken, and poison normal type. By the way, beer, spelled like this, is actually German for the beer, and Bertunken and Bedrunken is German for drunk. I'm not kidding. I had to do some Google searching, but yeah. Next up is Bartlett, a little fighting type. Yes, mixed between Bart Starr, a famous, one of the most well-known Packer players, and also because Packers won the first 2 Super Bowls. Go Packers. I feel like fighting type fits. Look at him. He's just really cute. He's a big fan. And then when he evolves, fighting electric type, filling in the unused type combo, Jockstar. He's between Jock, which is another word for super sporty, and then Star, like a star of a show, and also the 2 R's represents the player, Bart Starr. So I included them both. His hand is football. His hands are footballs. It's engraved to his face, and there's a little field goal touchdown yellow post design on him. This one also turned out really well. So, yeah. Sorry, you guys, I just had to grab out the rest of my drawings. Next up, Soft Servant. Mixed between Soft Serve, which is a kind of ice cream that you can serve, and Servant, and it's a Ice Fairy type. These guys are going to be the Pokemon that work in the Poke Centers for each region. This one's for mine. The idea behind it, Wisconsin was home to the very first ice cream sundae, so, yeah. I really like the design also of this. I spent a lot of time designing these, by the way. Well, the good ones I spend a lot of time designing. Next up is Calatrava, which is the art designer of the Milwaukee Art Museum, which I based this off of. And travel, like, because birds flying is a way of traveling. And the Y at the end to make it sound better. Calatrava, it's a big bird, and its wings are based off of the winged formation on the Milwaukee Art Museum, which I've seen in person before. It's really cool. Steel flying type. Then, Pancycle, a little steel electric type. This guy's based off of the old Pan motorcycle and the Pan engines, and made by Harley Davidson, which is Wisconsin. And then it evolves into Harcycle, between Harley from Harley Davidson and motorcycle. This Pokemon random thing, it's going to be on the Champions team, which you'll see in a later video. But I love the color scheme I did with this. The electric blue plus yellow. Mwah! Beautiful. Next up is Sad Daughter, a water and psychic type, based off of the Siren's Bridge haunted story in Wisconsin. Basically, the story is said that a young family drove their car off the bridge, and they all were trapped in the car and drowned. And some people say that when they drive past that area, they can get radio signals saying, like, from, like, a young girl being like, "Help, Mom, I'm stuck, I can't get out," or something like that. So, yeah, it's a little water creature because they drowned in the water. And also it's got the antennas, and then when it evolves into, Sad and Daughter, that's the name origin. And then Mom and Morn. It's also the same typing, but it's more radio-esque. The first evolution can only output signals, but this one can give and receive radio signals. So basically it can communicate fully. These are underwater spirits that mostly just try to scare people who come near its territory. Also, the design for this I feel like turned out really well as well. Anyway, then next up is my regional Pikachu clone, Kofuki. Mixed between Kofu, which means miner, and Tanuki, which is another word for badger or raccoon. I tried basing this off of the badger with the head stripes and everything. I couldn't do it well, as you can see. It looks more gerbil-esque, but I still like the way it turned out. Oh, also, it's based off of the miner guy in the Wisconsin flag, so if it's not based off of a badger, that's what it's based off of. Okay, next up is a legendary I designed, Ujibwe, a ghost and grass type, based off of the Ujibwe tribes, their hatchets, and the birch bark canoes. Sorry, blanked out. Ujibwe, which is the tribe, and War, that's the name origin, because these guys defend their title from another legendary, Nicoletler, based off of Nicolette, which is the first European settler to enter Wisconsin, and Settler, a ghost and steel type. And you'll hear more of the backstory later, but yeah, this is the main design of him. Oh, and that's it. Well, hope you guys enjoyed today's Fakemon region video. I know it's a little bit long, but it's to show off some Pokemon, and maybe in the thumbnail, which you guys are probably already seen by now, brainstorming on how I'm going to make it after this, but like, subscribe, see you guys in the future.